What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? It's JB.
Back like we never left. What you gotta say, bro?
What's your name, bro?
What's my name?
I don't know. You
What
told
is
me.
my name? Oh, Kelvin.
Anyway, it's Marty, aka.
We're not doing
that.
It's just Marty.
No AK.
Alright.
No.
No, okay.
All right,
when
all right.
man you start doing something good, we'll let you
We
have
can
your
talk
time.
about that.
But right now, nah, we're not doing that.
Well,
But you know what I'm saying? We back again, and I'm very excited for this one. You know, the Champions League. My fault. Champions League quarterfinals. You know, the quarterfinals. Obviously, I'm excited. As you can see, my team, my club, Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We're in the Champions League for the first time in. I don't even want to say it,
Arsenal,
bro.
big emphasis on us. No.
I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't. Man,
I know what to say.
It's
be grateful, man.
it's been a very long time. It's been a very long time. And,
Should I just leave this episode or what?
The
Like,
quarterfinalists are talking.
why? What's the segregation going on?
you could sit there and just
We can do this ourselves, you know.
and just
We don't need you for this episode.
yeah.
All right, bro. Y'all got it.
Yeah, bro. Walk away. Go get. Hey, go pour me some juice, bro.
But
Nah.
Arsenal, man, finally,
Let's talk about them.
finally. It's about time. You know, my whole life. Have I even seen? I mean, when we went to the final with 2006,
96. How old were you?
I was like 5. I don't even know what was going on, to be honest with you.
I was 7, so I mean, I was 6 by the turn 7. I remember that game.
Nah, I was like 5 by the turn 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, because about that time I didn't know what soccer
You
really
didn't know what
was.
was going on,
I didn't even watch, but I was just there just to be there.
I remember watching the game, but I didn't know what was at stake until like later on, when I was properly like Barca fan. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I seen this.
But I mean, I'm excited that we got through the quarterfinals and stuff, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. You know,
Yeah, you got through the round of 16.
my fault.
Yeah, you still got Bayern.
We still got Bayern.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried. I'm not gonna lie. Bayern
know.
Munich.
You're kind of worried.
Nah, why? Okay, listen. Why I said that? Because Bayern are not really doing good right now, you know. And we on good form. I really do think that. I'm not saying we're gonna win, but I really do think that we can actually give him a game. You know. You know, Tuchel's about to leave. Most of the players are like playing out of position. You know. So.
The coach is playing out of position himself, bro.
So I do think we got a chance, you know, but at the end of the day, it's still Bayern.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
these guys.
I would know.
Don't remind me, bro. Don't even start, bro. Like, oh my god.
Arsenal saved you guys, you know, Kelvin.
that's
Arsenal saved
crazy?
you guys.
Yo, shout out to Arsenal,
If
man.
it wasn't for Arsenal, it'd be you guys in the chopping block.
Bro, and I'm so grateful
Bro,
for that.
Muller, you saw Muller's post.
Muller, that guy.
That guy's such a troll, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Mula. This guy's funny. When he's not doing it to my club. When he was doing it to Barca, it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. But I hope we win. I really do hope we win.
I mean,
I need y'all to win.
It's not gonna be easy.
I need the coefficient.
look, I want Arsenal to win, right? Because I don't like Bayern, first of all. But then at the same time, my FIFA card, Kimmich got to go up, man.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
This guy's a fool.
he went from 90 to 91. He has to go to 92, bro. Like, you know, because I put him on the reserves for now. He can't make it right into it now, but maybe.
So wait, what's in the midfield?
I have like Bruno's flashback and Hula in the midfield. So, and if he's like, you know, he proves to be capable, goes to the next level, I put him back in. So for that reason, I want Bayern to go through because
That's crazy.
my FIFA ultimate team over Arsenal's future, man. Yeah.
Hey, so each their own.
Nah, but I think Arsenal got it.
Nah, I really do think that we're gonna give him a game. I really think we're gonna give him a game. I think
hope
we
so,
have
actually.
I think we have the players to actually compete now. You know,
Yeah, okay.
we're on hot form. We're top of the league, even though it's by goal difference. But
Still top.
It's still top. We're still challenging. We got great players. We got a good coach.
Good players.
Great.
And when was the last time both Barca and Madrid were in the quarterfinals?
Barca and Madrid, like playing each other, or like
Just being in it.
Yeah.
Oh, 4
At
years
the
ago,
same-
bro.
At the
That's
same
a-
time.
at the same time 4 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
That's a long
That's a
time.
long time.
Yeah.
But then
But
14. So
we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think?
Oh, can I speak?
You can speak.
I can say something.
yeah, you can say something now.
Hey, look, all I care about is either Arsenal or City winning. I need an English team to win anyway. So Arsenal actually going through. I was actually going for y'all because I need y'all to actually do well, get a EPL coefficient up. You know what I'm saying? Get that extra spot for UCL.
Hey, that fifth place spot come in handy.
For them.
Yeah,
them,
of
yeah.
course,
Oh, I see where this is going.
I see what he's doing.
of course.
Ah.
And if you don't get it, it's tough.
Nah, but like, what do you think?
I mean, if you look at the game, right, based on recent history, because normally we like to go, we like to look at games based on the last time y'all met. But with this game, you can't really look at it that way because people are gonna talk about the last time was like 10-2 on aggregate and all that.
Yeah.
But it's a whole completely different
It
Arsenal
is.
team and a whole completely
mean,
different Bayern team.
Exactly.
The only players that was still
I'd
there,
say
Neuer,
you-
Muller. Who else?
You guys have a better chance than ever.
This is
now.
the best
This is the best chance
Arsenal
you
team I have seen
guys have in a while.
play in person in a while, like in terms of
Since Wenger,
maximizing their potential.
even Wenger, maybe 13, 14.
Yeah,
Arsenal.
even 15, 16 when they came second, it was it wasn't like they were popping off.
Yeah, but now it's like
This
you
year-
guys- the way you guys are playing is
Like,
low key
they're up
very
there.
very similar to how Arsenal used to play with their quick one touch football at certain times getting around the box. How you guys play around the box specifically is very similar to how you guys used to play. as
Back
well.
then, it was beautiful, but it didn't yield hella results.
I used to say Arsenal was the Barca of the Prem,
Yeah,
without the
they're little brothers,
without the accolades. Yeah.
They were Barca without a win. Yeah, that's perfect. You would know as a United fan.
Of
I
course.
haven't won the league in 10 years, but yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going for Arsenal winning. The next game, Madrid City.
Skip. City win.
You think City's gonna beat Madrid?
City win. Skip.
Yes.
We don't need to talk
Easy?
about this.
Not easy, but come on, bro.
Nah, but Madrid
Come
got,
on now,
Bro.
dog. Come on, man.
The thing is, you have to look at the way Madrid have been playing this season.
even they got Bellingham, bro.
Bro.
Okay, but okay. Even with Bellingham, the way they've been struggling winning the games, it's you watch Madrid games almost every game. I feel like they're aside from the ones that they be blowing out teams, a few games that be blowing out teams. Every game is they're struggling.
Really?
Look, Madrid's got the pedigree. No team has better pedigree in the
Of
Champions
course,
League.
yes.
I'm gonna give them that, right?
They're the Giants.
That's why I feel like you can never count them out.
Yeah.
But then let's also be realistic, right? They just played City last year. They got blown out 5-1, and it was not a close game.
It wasn't even close at all.
And that was a game where in the first leg, Haaland basically didn't even show up. And then in the second leg, he still didn't show up.
bro.
And they didn't even need him to win.
That's what I'm saying.
Madrid had Benzema back then, a focal point in attack where the center backs can focus on, and then the wingers like Vinny and Rodrigo and them
backs
can
as
work
well.
around.
Yeah.
This season, they don't have that.
They
Yes,
don't.
Jude is doing amazing. He's doing great.
And you have to also look at their injuries as well.
But do you think
That's true.
Pep is not smart enough to realize that, hey, playing that false nine thing, you really going to play false nine against Pep? It's not going to work against them, bro. That whole Jude thing, I don't think it's going to work. And as bad as City's been, and quote unquote bad, they're still up there. They're what? How many points off from the prime? 1 or 2 points off.
1 point.
This is their worst season, right? You say, out of all Pep's,
Right.
Turner being there, apart from the first season where he didn't run anything. and they're still up there competing for the league. They're still in the quarterfinals.
I mean, but that's just a standard he set
But
for himself.
in La Liga, if you watch Madrid, yes, you know why Madrid is running away with the title. It's not because Madrid is being great.
That's
because
every other
Barca has
team
been bad,
and even
especially at the start of the
even
season.
Girona was going crazy.
Yeah,
but now they're dropping points here and
then
there.
they're third now because we just
but now they're dropping points here and there, and even now they're still performing better than everyone expected them to.
Yeah, I don't think
But
they have
Madrid
enough.
that.
It's gonna be a good game. I just don't think they have enough yet to bridge that gap from 5-1.
Yeah, no,
They don't have enough.
like you said, even though City isn't playing to the standard that they've set, they're still better than 99% of the teams.
They're still gonna be
teams
better
anyway.
than Madrid. That's
Yeah,
Like,
they're still gonna be better.
I think it's easy. And it's funny because I'm saying easy and Madrid in the same set. It's like in the UCL.
It's only City that can do that. It's literally only City that can do that.
Even the year before when Madrid came back, we can all witness they blew Madrid out the park.
Yes,
It was just a lack of concentration in the last few minutes. Boom, boom, boom.
It's just mistakes.
That
it
could
was
happen.
mistakes.
There's
Yeah.
potential there, but
And now that City have won it before, they know exactly what they need.
and they did it at treble also. They know the feeling. They've been there, done it.
Yeah.
But
Don't count them out.
this year though, Haaland, he's been good, but he's not the best. Like last year,
Oh, yeah.
Last year
He didn't even
killed
show up in the semis.
You know,
also.
No,
De Bruyne has been injured for like half the
Yeah,
season.
last season Haaland was he was that guy. This season he's been injured here and there, but even while he's been playing, he's been absent. And then 89th minute he decides to score.
Others players stepped up.
Yeah,
De Bruyne hasn't really been. I mean, he's been decent, but
when he's played, but he's been injured.
He
most
has
of
the
season.
most goal contributions since coming back.
Yeah,
Out of
but
80 per
that's just him showing, oh yo, I'm this guy. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
He knows everyone knows. Oh, once they get him going, and then once De Bruyne gets going, Haaland is also gonna get going.
Always scored against Madrid because
So
he
you-
hates Courtois.
so basically, what you're saying that if we could get, or if Madrid could get one of them locked down, especially De Bruyne, you're saying that it's done for Haaland.
Not necessarily done because he's already shown that he can make a chance out of almost nothing. He can be absent from most of the game and then just pop up with a goal.
They don't need Haaland.
They don't need Haaland.
They need him on the field, but they don't need him to win the game.
And what they need him to occupy space. That's it.
Because, I'm saying, it's easier. Just stop Haaland and that's it. The way Pep sets up his team, it's not just
One player.
find Haaland. Yeah, if he's there, they're gonna find him because he's gonna score it. But at the same time, players like Foden have stepped up this season. De Bruyne's come back and
I
it's
think
like he's
Foden's
never
been their
left.
best player this season.
Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo
That
Silva,
guy's a big
too.
game player. We forget. Look what he
Yes.
did to Dortmund. Look what he did to Madrid. Didn't he score 2 goals against Madrid last year in the semis? So they have other players to step up. They have something different in Doku to come off the wings now. Playing on that left against Carvajal. That's going to be an interesting
You
matchup.
guys think Doku is better than Grealish?
Oh, no.
I don't think
No.
it's better.
I don't think so.
I don't
He's a
think it's
different type of player. He's more explosive.
better. I think Grealish overall is better than Doku.
Grealish, bro, easily.
I said it before. I think Doku's it's like another Saint Maximin. Alan
That's
Saint-Maximin.
yeah.
He's just very exciting to watch.
He's no different from a Saint Maximin or a Dama. These guys, you watch them, you get excited, you get off your seat a little bit, because they're so direct and they have so much pace and they're so explosive. But again, it's what really matters. And I know it's kind of contradictory here, but you still do have to look at stats at the end of the day, especially if you're that City team and what's expected of you and the way you play, right? The way Doku plays and the way Grealish plays is completely different. Grealish is basically playing like a CM out wide, right? So he's not really expected to score goals, and he's expected to create space, create chances, occupy space, just let the control the game. Doku is there for actually getting behind, occupy space, maybe go in, cut in, shoot. That's typical winger play. So you're gonna expect more goals and assists from him, but we're not getting those goals and assists from him. It's different from that comparison with Grealish, where we're stats and stats and stats. But I feel like Grealish, it's harder because he's not, the way Pep utilizes him, he's not expected to have those stats. But the way Doku is used, he's expected to have those stats.
But I mean, that's evident of most Pep teams though. you got a point there, but this is what I think's made Pep successful and like other, teams. Arteta's doing a really good job of that. Like, learning from him and all that. He doesn't need like his attackers to even score hella goals.
That's true.
Like he gets goals from everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Doku's this season, his assist numbers hasn't been bad, but when you watch him play, he causes chaos.
Yeah.
Whatever fullback he's going up against, you can't take him alone. You're gonna have to cover back up.
Cover, exactly.
That opens up space.
Yeah.
He's basically, quote unquote, a Grealish, but in a faster way where he's gonna cause chaos. Grealish, all he does is pull players out of position, slides the ball back in the middle.
Yep.
One pass, boom, do ball, doom, and then they're done.
Yep.
Doku just like he shakes you up.
Yeah.
So like as you're panicking
You don't
trying
really
to
know
defend him,
what to do exactly.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. So I don't think he needs to score goals or get his numbers up. Eventually, I mean, he's a young player. Pep is gonna teach him that.
Right.
Did the same with Sterling, but for now, I think what they have with him coming off the bench is good enough. Because coming off the bench, he can do whatever he needs to do and all that, and then open up spaces for the players. But eventually, I mean, if he's like ready to learn, there's a lot of things he can add to his game. But
100%.
Grealish is the better player.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not even close.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game. Atletico Madrid.
Who do you think is gonna win though?
Oh yeah.
He didn't really say anything on who
He
he.
said Madrid. He
Between
said,
who?
Man City easy.
Between City and Madrid?
Yeah.
City.
He says City.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I want City to win too. I hate saying that. Wow.
Wait, no.
I need to throw up.
What
Hold
city are you
I
talking
need to
about?
throw up.
Because there's hella cities. There's Leicester City. There's
I'm not speaking no more, bro.
wait.
Move on.
All right. So moving on to the next. The next two teams, Atletico Madrid and Borussia Dortmund.
This is a good tie.
I think this is. I actually like the Champions League the way it's like the two groups. I feel like that gives a chance for like one of those two teams to actually like push and go somewhere. Because I feel like if Arsenal would have played like, I don't know, or Bayern would have played one of those two teams,
Easier route.
I think it's too
Yeah,
easy. But
right.
I like the way it's set up right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a big team in the final, and then we're gonna have a little bit of. I mean, I'm not that I'm calling like the other side like underdogs, but
They are.
No,
No,
that's
compared
right,
to
that's right. Compared to the
to
other
a
side.
Bayern or City, the other group like
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, PSG, Barca, those compared to those two are underdogs.
Yeah.
So
Let's
I
be honest, yeah.
like how we don't have like I like how we're gonna have an unexpected, quote unquote unexpected. We could have an
Because
unexpected.
one of those
yeah.
is definitely going to the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Can you imagine
100%.
Dortmund going to the final? Like,
yeah, that would be
That'd be crazy.
and then let's say City get knocked out.
yeah.
Never know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
that's the thing about knockout competition, man. Not the best team doesn't always go, but like it's just matchups. That's why I'm saying like based on matchups, it could be a different result. But
100%.
But who y'all got though between Dortmund and Atletico Madrid? I'm gonna say this right.
I think Dortmund might go through.
I think Atletico Madrid is gonna go through.
yeah, just bait.
It's just
Experience.
yeah, that's one, and two. Simeone is that guy, bro. He knows what he's doing.
He does. He does.
He knows what he's doing, bro. That setup that he has, bro. Bro, you know what the problem with Atletico Madrid, bro? It's just one player, bro. And it's not even Griezmann. It's that guy Llorente, bro.
Llorente.
That guy does everything, bro.
Yeah.
You can play him anywhere. He's
Yes.
good.
Yep.
Nah, I really do think because I was watching the last game when they played Inter. And that guy was doing everything. Even Griezmann was a little bit off the game, but like he was going at it. And they got the Paul, box to box, great. And then what's his name playing at center back? Who's the
Witzel.
midfielder? Witzel, yeah.
Witzel.
Witzel. Baller.
So.
What's his name? Right back. Molina. World Cup winner. Baller.
You know what I like?
You know?
The left wing back.
Lino.
Lino.
Something like that.
That
He's
guy's
not even.
good.
I don't even think he's a wing.
No, he is.
He's more of a winger.
He's a
He's
winger.
a winger, but they
That's
just push
why it
him
works
back.
perfectly because
Yeah.
when he goes up,
He knows
cuts
how to
in,
attack,
like, he's
yeah.
an astro
Yeah.
Nah, he's dangerous.
attacker, bro.
I think this is one of the best ties that we're gonna see in terms of like ability and team. The Dortmund and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an exciting game because the way Atleti likes to set up and like make it hard and difficult with that 5 back, and then like defensively, they're pain to play against.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think Dortmund has that,
You know what's funny too? Like, though Atletico still have that that defensive characteristic, this is the most attacking we've seen them in a long time.
Yeah. Especially start of the season.
Exactly.
Now they've dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
Losing to kind of last time. I mean, they've been slower, but
they've had I think that just goes in a little bit of their dip in form.
Yeah.
But nah, I think this is gonna be very exciting. I want Dortmund to win just because
it would make it easier for us.
Sancho.
Yeah, I want Sancho's price to go up.
That's funny.
Nah, they're gonna send him back.
Nah,
if his price goes up,
they're trying to buy him.
No, but then if it goes up, then they're gonna send him back.
But saying that works for us anyway. So
yeah,
because some other team is gonna buy him. PSG.
Maybe then.
Who do you think is gonna win?
I think Atleti.
I want Atletico Madrid to
The
win.
matchup works for them better.
Only because I really like Griezmann. I really do think he's one of those underrated players.
I love it.
I really do like Griezmann. So, I like Sancho too, but not the way I like Griezmann. But shout out Sancho though, you're a baller. Moving on to the last game, Barcelona
PSG Barca.
and PSG.
Who knows?
Since you're a Barca fan,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say
we're
this.
gonna start with you.
I'm just gonna say this. Easy.
Easy.
You think it's easy?
Mbappe's easy.
Not Mbappe. PSG.
Mbappe is PSG right now.
That's a fact.
Bro.
That guy is
Bro,
he's
you
a
saw
sporting-
the
he's a
game.
sporting director
You saw
at
the
club.
game today. Yo,
Mbappe is good. Don't get me wrong, right? But start of the season, no one thought Barca was gonna get here. First of all, every team's got injuries. I know people say that a lot, but how many teams actually do get injuries and still push in, bring in new players, and not new players they bought from the transfer market, by the way. New players have never played for the team.
Yeah, academy players.
Academy boys,
La Masia.
17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, brings them in as replacement, and still goes on to push. Against Napoli, the second leg going into the game, honestly, I thought we wouldn't qualify because I was looking at it on paper.
I told you. I called it too.
Most of these guys are making their debuts in a quarterfinal game.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all got it.
Second
And
leg.
plus, Napoli also weren't in the best form.
Yeah, but still,
It's not.
But you're like, yo,
look,
that
they're not in
midfield
their
is
best form, we'll say, but those players that are playing against these kids, they've played for longer. They've been there, done it. Napoli was just in the quarterfinals last season, so they just won the league in Italy. So they're experienced players going up against these kids, So I'm just thinking we're not gonna make it. And then I see the way we play go through, and since Xavi announced that he was leaving, we haven't lost a game.
yeah.
And it's a different kind of
similar.
feeling.
You see, it's similar to when Klopp announced. As soon as Klopp announced that he was also leaving, Liverpool been on a tear
Until today.
But speaking of Barca and the youth, we got two very good players, very young players. One is 16, I believe.
No, what do you think?
No,
Who do you think is going through
he
that?
just turned 17.
Who I think is gonna go through.
Before we go to the youngsters.
I do think no. Let me say this: I want Barca to go through.
I want Barca to go through,
I don't
but
know.
I think PSG
I can't really
gonna
tell
win.
you who's gonna go through because I don't think both the teams are really similar in a way.
I think PSG got a chance.
They both. I think both of you guys have a chance, equally. So I can't really pick right now because it just depends who wins the first game for me, and it depends on the score. Of the game.
That's why I said easy. When I said easy, I know people think, you think it's gonna be PSG? No, I'm saying easy because I think going away first works in our favor. Mm-hmm. If we can, let's say we lose 1-0, I still have a good feeling we're gonna come back and win the game. But going away, we get a tie, we come back home. Frankie's coming back. Pedri might be back. And even if Pedri's not back, Frankie alone, that guy, just brings calmness into that midfield alongside Gundogan. Mm-hmm. And if Christensen is going to play as a 6. So already, I'm just these guys have shown me enough to believe in them again. I've always believed in them, but at some point you're yo, step up your game because you can play better than this. And they're finally doing that. And they realize they're in a situation where this is big, not just for the competition, but also for the club, in terms of revenue and all that. Yeah. It adds more to it. If I'm a player like Cancelo or Felix playing in the game, these type of games can determine if you want to stay at the club or not. Because if it helps the club get that money, then it makes it easier for them to retain you if you want to stay. And that's what like I've seen in the players. It looks like they're playing for Xavi. It's kind of like, yo, let's do whatever we can.
Especially
to,
like
get a good ending.
especially with like we mentioned, like Yamal and Kubasi, like these kids, like that's someone that they've watched growing up. Like they idolize that guy.
Yep.
So like having more players, like more La Masia players coming up, and then also like wanting to play for Xavi is gonna give them that extra boost. And then you seeing these kids like go crazy. Like the older, more experienced players are like, yo, we can't get one up by these kids. They're also gonna want to put in the effort.
Yeah.
So I think like that, especially with Xavi saying that he's leaving, he's gonna just give them the extra push. That yeah.
And big shout out to what's his name, Pablo or Pao?
Kubasi.
Pao Kubasi.
Kubasi.
No, I mean
That
I
kid-
haven't
that
really
kid
seen
is-
a 17-year-old kid center back playing for one of the biggest clubs. I mean, Yamal is 16, but he plays up. He's a winger.
Bro,
you know
there's
what I'm
some these kids
Playing-
like where did they come from? Who are their parents?
La Masia.
I'm sure, bro.
You
We do like
just
that.
say what-
No, I'm saying, but I'm talking about their parents. Like
From Spain.
You gotta
who?
personally go.
I need
into that.
to meet these parents because I need to see what I need to see what development plans that they were putting these kids in.
But yeah, like I was saying before, it's a little different, playing center back too as a winger. As a winger, you could lose the ball up there, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not in a danger area, So, but playing as a center back, and he's been playing so calm, he doesn't lose the ball. He's defending like really, really well. He's playing so mature, like it's crazy how young he is, and the fact that he's playing at Barca, like he's not just playing for like
Some small team,
like
bro.
some small team. This is
Yeah,
Barca,
nah.
and he's made his debut in the the round of 16
Round of 16.
of the Champions League with all that pressure. I think we gotta give him a big shout out because
Yeah, regardless of like how
it's-
Barca finish off this league, like or this season, like there's some players that can really like come out looking like they've really accomplished something, and he's one of those. Yamal is one of those.
Yamal
Small wins.
Lopez is one of those. Like I say, even like before his injury, Gavi.
Chop.
He proved a lot of people wrong.
I love that kid.
He proved a lot of people wrong because before they were just saying he's a passion merchant and everything, but now that he's gone, it's like, yo, you don't have no grit, no energy in the midfield. Like, yo, he was your engine.
No.
So I mean, I know Kevin want to say a lot, but he's like, if I speak, I'm in trouble. Huh?
I mean,
Yamal too, man. It's really crazy. 16 years old.
Even Ferran Torres is doing great, like very, very well before.
he's back in training.
Yeah.
That should be good for next game.
But one more thing. I know like Xavi said that he's gonna leave at the end of the season, which is one thing. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I get it that he felt like at a point Barca can't really watch or like coach the team doing this bad because they were at one point they were doing really bad, which is not really his fault. Barca's going through a lot right now. They got this financial thing that what I'm saying, they don't got the bread to like sign the players they want to sign. And they have to use youth players, and I feel like he's really managed them very, very well. The fact that you bring in 16, 17-year-old kids, like, playing in, like, Champions Leagues and stuff like that, and they're playing well. They're not just playing just to play. Like, they're actually, like, one of the stars in the team right now.
Right.
Like, probably one of the first in, like, the team sheet when it goes out. Like, I feel like he should really stay. Not just because of Barca. Or not. Let me not say that. Obviously, it's because of Barca, but like not just because of like himself.
But for the
like
kids.
think about like, I'm gonna make it bad. Like think about the kids. Like those kids that really do look up to him and like.
Yeah, I
feel like
mean
they're
that's
playing
something
for
that me and Kelvin have talked about it. Like that's something that I also was like, yo, maybe you just at the time because of the state Barca was in, maybe it was like a spur of the moment. Oh, I want to leave, but at the end of the day, like he knows what's going on behind the scenes more than anyone else.
Right.
So, like, he knows, like, let's say he's also thinking, oh, we can probably turn this around because otherwise, why would you fight for, like, each game,
Yeah.
Like, why would you still have the same amount of, like, energy and, like
the
why
mindset.
why would you be fighting refs if you didn't really, like, you know what I'm saying? So
there's more red cards than what he actually played, bro.
so
That's
it's
crazy.
like, like, he knows like regardless of outcome, like he knows that this is just not something that maybe like mentally he can handle like continuing, and that's just something that one you have to give him like great credit for even going this far, because he could have just quit halfway, but you know he's like, yo, I'm gonna go all the way, and you know,
but
you know,
like I was saying before, it's not even just because of Yamal and Kubasi. Like, think about the other kids that like in the La Masia right now, like coming up. They're looking at those two playing right now, you know, and they're like, yo, I could be there in the next 2 years.
Yeah. He's giving these kids
everybody hope.
Yeah, he's giving them hope.
The academy.
Yeah,
and you know, I mean, I like Xavi. I really do.
I rate him. I really do rate him as like obviously
both.
as a player, but
Both.
as a manager too, I rate him. And I think, you know, maybe not being a manager, you know, doesn't work out, but definitely something behind the scenes for Barca. She's got to, because he has like so much. He gives so much like inspiration and drive to other people within the club. So he has to be involved somehow. Imagine Barca. You know, he comes back to Barca. He's a Barca, becomes, you know, a different like technical director or something. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so quiet. Let me just laughing.
What?
I'm just rolling. I like to look at things this way, man. It's like appreciate where you were before. Look at the progress first. I know Barca's a big club. Like, most fans, they're not patient, and I get why they're not patient, because it's like they're used to just being in the semis or the final. Like
how you are
competing and all
how
that.
you guys are is like, though, like, you know, people be trolling about it. That's how me as a United fan, that's how it's been for the past, you know, more than a decade. You know, it's like we want to rush because like we see something good at first, and then like as soon as we see a little bit of drop off, we're like, yo, what's going on? Like, not understanding like there's a process of things, and not everything is gonna be, you know, like, you know, roses and butterflies, you know, always happy like all the time. And like that's how a project is. Same with Arteta, like second season, like, yo, not horrible, but like didn't do well. They gave him the chance, and then literally after that, then he's always there. Arsenal's been on the up. So I think fans have to give, you know, more time. And it's like football nowadays, it's just like everything is so, I don't want to say everything is too fast paced, but it's like everyone wants such quick success.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your team is. Like, say like Newcastle, for example. Newcastle, you see the state they were in even before the financial takeover.
Yeah.
And then, like, just a little bit of cash flow, they start winning games, qualify for Champions League. This season, knocked out of FA Cup, knocked out of UCL. It's like, oh, no, this guy got to go, this guy got to. People not understanding, like, it's a process of things. Like, it's not just going to be like, yo, snap of fingers and then these guys are going to win the league.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, fans, and social media has to do a lot with it, but fans need to have, like, a deeper understanding of like how clubs are properly run, because not every club is run perfectly. So that's just like my 2 cents about it.
All right. So before I go back to Xavi and I appreciate what he's done, like you said, talking about how like people need to know what goes on behind clubs and all that. Just look at it this way: it's like you're running a race with someone, right? Let's say I got to run a race with you, right? As of then, we're both gonna run the race, but at the moment, I don't know how much energy you got into you. I don't know if you've ate. You might have no food in your system. You might be tired because maybe you had a previous workout. You know, we're having a race. On the surface level, it's like we're all having the same race. Okay, maybe you don't have no energy. I might beat you this time, right?
Right.
But since, like, let's say you know how to come back and reassess yourself. As an example, like teams like Liverpool compared to like a Newcastle, right?
Right.
Newcastle, I feel like it just happened to them. They didn't expect to like get that good and then just turn around just like
they basically
that.
overperformed.
So
we've
they
seen
went through
teams
the
like
whole process where it's like and then now they get there. Since they've never been there, they don't know how to sustain it. But teams that have been there, done it,
They know how to.
if they fall off, they know how to get back up there. That's the thing related to like clubs and all that. I feel like, look, same thing with Barca. If you're a Barca fan, you know this whole thing didn't start now. And I got to name 2 names apart from Xavi. Rafa Marquez. That guy's been doing good. Like with the youth players and all that. All these players coming through, he's the one training them. You know, before Xavi recognizes him and says, hey, bring him onto the team and let me take a good look at him, right? He's the one in charge of the whole academy, right? And another name, bro, Messi, bro. And the reason why I say Messi, we've always been an Europa League team for a bit. But you know who made us look like a Champions League team? Messi. I'm not saying Messi did everything, but he was the key part. And people are like, oh, Messi leaves and we drop to Europa. What do you think that is? 1, he was helping us financially. And 2, on the field. He leaves, all that money that you were making and being able to splash all these cash around, it's not coming in no more.
Exactly.
Because where are the Messi fans going to buy their shirts now? PSG. So it's going to help PSG, not Barca. Now, there's no one on the field where players are going to be like turned into like, okay, the center back's like, oh, Messi's on the field. Messi just being on the field, walking around like people like to say, bro, you want to keep an eye on him, bro. But now they're playing it like they have no Messi. There's a different intensity.
Yeah.
Let's go at them.
Yeah.
That was a big change that we had to adapt to.
Yeah, not
So
only
Xavi
other
coming-
teams watching like playing Barca, but also Barca too, like like adapting to having not to rely on Messi. Like
Like he was saying, the player coming through. All these players coming through from the academy, if they're watching Messi, their dream is to come play with Messi. They look forward to that. They get together. All of a sudden, some players move to the team. They're excited to play with him, and then he's just out of there. A guy that's been in the team for like 17 years, like in the first team, he's out of there, and now you have to find a different way to play. Different coach. You have to deal with not having enough money to go buy players that can plug in the hose. You have to deal with academy players, injured players. Injuries, everyone has injuries, so that's not even an excuse.
Right.
But most of the time when big clubs get injuries, we see them bring in a new signing to cover for them, whether in the mid-season or whatnot.
I read a story, I think it was yesterday, right? They said that they're planning on giving Yamal the 10. Personally, this is even despite what happened to Fati, right? And I know La Liga, like, you can't retire and, like, you know, the numbers, right? But it's too soon, and 2, it's like if you give the number, like a number 10 to the best player of all time, like to a developing kid, imagine the pressure that is going to go on him.
Yeah.
Because 1, it's like not only the expectation that he already has to fill, because 1, like he's already been overperforming.
Yeah.
So next season, imagine like the pressure he's going to have to perform the same way. He's developing, so like if you see that drop off, it's normal. And then 2, like the added pressure of number 10. Oh, Messi's next Messi, next whatever.
Yeah.
If you give it to a player like Pedri or like De Jong, like someone else, that expectation of what Messi did is not put on the player.
Right.
Like,
'Cause it's a different profile.
you're basically like just adding it as a number, like to be a part of the squad. Not as like, oh, a commemoration of Messi.
Yes.
That's what
Yes.
they're doing. Oh,
Yes.
because Messi was such a good kid, and he was the best player. Now, like your future, like somewhat resembles Messi, so we're gonna give you the Messi number.
That's the added
That's
pressure.
not not how it should be.
That's why as a club, decision making, like I was saying, like it goes a long way, you know, because like at the end of the day, you can't blame anyone by yourself. That's why I was using that race thing as an example. You can't be like, oh, I didn't eat. Yeah, you knew you had a race. You knew you had to eat something. So okay, cool, you lose, fine. Like you have to take it on the chin, right? But there's certain decisions that go a long way to like hurt you in a different way, but you don't see it. You just thinking it's a number. To the club, it's just a number, right? The player can look at it and be like, oh, it's just a number.
But to
To the fans, it's not.
Nah.
The comparison is there. From La Masia, same age Messi came through. They're left footers, play same or similar positions.
Exactly. It's
So,
like, yep.
That's gonna be because look at Fati. Fati was a completely different type of player, and they still found ways to compare him with Messi.
Exactly.
But the only difference I see though, I don't agree with them giving him the number 10. It's too early. But with Fati, it was even worse on him because he was coming back from a big injury.
He had an injury. Yes.
And you go ahead and add even more pressure.
More pressure, yeah.
for
It's
him
gonna
come
destroy the
back
kid.
from that injury. And no, a lot of people make jokes about, he's at Brighton.
He's finished.
He's a good player. It's just like, bro,
and not to mention like meniscus injury. I've dealt with knee injuries. Meniscus injury is one of the worst sports injuries. Meniscus and ACL, one of the some of the worst injuries that you can have, especially as a developing kid too. It's gonna hinder your growth.
Yeah.
And like those are the prime years that like you really want to not only develop physically but also like you want to solidify your role in the team. You want to get your mentality down, but like that injury just tears you down. You're gonna be out for months, out for like 6, 9, 12 months at a time. Like you're gonna be lost. So like finding your way back and like getting your feet running again is gonna be difficult, especially you're a young kid and you don't have like all the best direction.
Yeah.
So I just hope that like Fati gets he it's gonna be hard, but I hope he
Do you think
starts running again.
Do you guys think Barca keeps him or is he gonna be sold?
I think they keep him for one more year, see how things go.
I don't even know at this point.
Because now if they sell him, they're not going to get as much as like they anticipated.
They would, but say like you see the other players. I mean, maybe it could help Fati,
shoot.
but you see the other players that Barca have, and he's like, yo, Fati, like he's gonna work his way up from the bottom again.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come in and play.
I just thought of? What if they, because I've seen rumors about Barca extending the contract option for Felix, because if they have to buy someone, Cancelo's the first guy.
Yeah, of course.
35 mil. It's attainable more than
Felix,
what Aleti wants. What if they do a swap?
Damn.
Fati for Felix for 1 year loan. See how things go.
Loan to buy.
Go from there. I think that'll be the best for Fati. He gets to come back into the league. Because if he comes to Barca, he's playing in La Liga. He's not gonna play at Barca right now.
Right.
Aleti's gonna get some kind of chance rather than at Barca.
Yeah.
He goes in there. He's playing in the same league. It's a different system, but it's like it gives him a chance to play some type of games or even another La Liga team. I wouldn't mind like him going to a lower go to Girona or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Girona would.
And like
would
people
be
are gonna
alright.
know, like, oh, it's a step down, bro. Sometimes you gotta take
You
a
have to-
couple losses.
you have to
come
go
back.
down
Look
and
at
come
the
back
pay.
Yeah.
Odegaard.
You gotta
Yeah.
take,
Yeah. Yeah.
Odegaard
Odegaard.
went back to Netherlands, bro, to go play. It's like he's done. Like Madrid reject. I said that too. I'm not gonna lie. I was making fun of them because I'm a Barca fan. Like we make fun of each other. Like I always don't wish for a player to go like their career to go bad, but as fans, it's like sometimes there's this banter over there, and it's like you want to make fun of it, like look at you now and all that, but sometimes you gotta take a couple of losses, bro. Reassess yourself and come back. I think he's got to do that. He doesn't need to come back straight into the Barca team,
No.
because now if he comes back, they're gonna give him back to number 10, because technically
yeah.
it's
still
his,
his, yeah.
yeah. So I just think he should go Barca. I'll take him back, give him to Girona. I don't know if they can work a swap with like what's that guy's name from Girona, Salvia. But there's rumors he's going to City. They basically own the player, but they have to pay Girona to buy him from them. I just go to a team like that, come back maybe after a year, see how things go. I don't know. We'll see. I still think he's a good player. Just like mentally, he's not there yet.
No, I don't.
He's not there. He's got to do
so.
a lot of things because from Barca to Brighton is a big drop off in his career, right?
Yeah.
So he has to do with all that mentally,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see because let's say that Xavi does go right. Barca's looking at it. De Zerbi, he's worked with Fati, so maybe say that does end up working, then I could see a Fati staying.
Or maybe Flick. Cause Flick has been the biggest name so far that's linked. He really wants that job. That man is twerking hard for it. But I mean, I like a Flick, but I mean, like we said, Xavi stays. It's better for everyone.
Yeah. 100%.
But he's got to put himself first too. Sometimes,
Yeah.
like it's a job. He loves the club, but sometimes these fans don't make it easy, man. We all don't make it easy because. One thing we want this, another day we want that. Like You can't have everything. The same goals you're chasing, other clubs are chasing the same thing.
Yeah.
So technically, some are gonna fail. That's why you can't just look at a season and be like, oh, if we don't win this trophy, it's a failure. Because that means the Champions League, only one team can win it. So out of the 8 teams right now, that means 7 of them are gonna fail, right?
Exactly.
But if you look at where you were last season, it can be a win for you. Towards the right direction. You know, so that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys.
Either way, Greenwood to Barca.
Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood to Barca.
Hell no.
Before I would have liked it, but
Not anymore.
where's he gonna play now?
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm all over Greenwood. I'm sorry.
I don't. I mean, yeah, sure. He can sit on your bench. I don't care.